Hey guys, welcome back and happy Thursday. All right, guys, well, we just released a video where Lala Kent was talking about the fact that her ex-fiance, Randall Emmett, mind you, Lala Kent from Vanderpump Rules, in case you don't know, Randall Emmett allegedly tackled her down to the ground in a fight over his phone. She said she knew at that point that he had something to hide. Well, LA Times did an article, an expose, if you will, and it is so interesting, so telling, and there are so many allegations. There were dozens of his former colleagues that the LA Times that they spoke with, and we're here to break it all down. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so apparently Amy Kaufman, who is one of the LA Times writers behind this, she put out a couple of tweets and she's talking about how long and how invested she was into this article and everything that she found out along the way, which is absolutely insane. Now, when I worked for Lisa Vanderpump, Jason and I worked for LVP, and I was working at TomTom, Randall came in all the time. He was very nice. He was very just kind of like, hey, how are you doing? And just wanted to get along with everyone. And I guess you just really never know who you're looking at if these allegations are in fact true. She wrote, for the past 4 months, Meg James and I immersed ourselves in the world of Randall Emmett. The journey of working on this investigation was unlike any other experience I've ever had in journalism. Her next tweet stated that we found Emmett that he's facing nearly a dozen lawsuits, as well as allegations of abuse against women, assistants, and business partners. He is accused of offering acting work in exchange for sexual favors and of forcing assistants to conduct illegal activity, but he is denying all of the claims. Wow. Okay. Oh, she said, and remember that Fofty feud between Emmett and 50 Cent? Turns out that they signed a settlement agreement to end it. As part of it, Randall Emmett was apparently to stay 100 feet from 50 Cent on the red carpet of BMF, which was Black Mafia Family, and could not be in group photos with the performer. 2 of his former assistants also claimed that he sent them to retrieve something from his hotel safe and that they could not get into the safe, so they had the hotel come in and open the safe, and they're alleging that there was a big bag of the white powdery stuff that people snort that I probably don't want to say on YouTube because of the algorithm and we don't want to get in trouble. You guys know what I'm talking about. This is crazy. Now, on top of that, Randall is sort of addressing this through his spokesperson because of course he has to. This is everywhere. It came out on LA Times, Page 6 is picking it up, Radar. I'm sure every single major media outlet is about to pick this up because this is almost like, it's not as big yet as Harvey Weinstein, but even when Ryan Bailey compared it to that earlier when we were doing our Beverly Hills recap, it's kind of intense in the sense that there are so many different parties involved and there are so many different people coming forward with allegations. And it just makes you wonder, are there more who didn't know that the LA Times were doing an article? So they're going to come forward and say, hey, I have more information. I was one of the people that he allegedly tried to offer work for in exchange for sexual favors. Like, usually when something like this comes out, people just start coming forward one after another, and that doesn't sound good for Randall Emmett. However, the movie producer is denying all allegations in the article, telling Page 6 via his spokeswoman, Sally Hoffmeister, this stems from one allegation dating back from 2012 that Randall denies. He also is blaming his ex-fiancée, Lala Kent, and her alleged smear campaign. They're saying these allegations are false and part of a now familiar smear campaign orchestrated by Randall's ex-fiancée to sway their custody dispute. Lala Kent has lied and manipulated others in her desperate attempt to win full custody of her daughter, keep her name in the press, and remain relevant in reality television. Now, apparently Lala Kent's, it's getting me flustered. Lala Kent's rep has declined to comment. However, a source told Page 6 the piece was clearly done with many sources over many months by and this is of reporting by the LA Times. Lala was a small part of this whole story. This article was really focused on Randall's shady business practices for the last 10 years plus. As their insider said, the LA Times claimed that it published the piece based off of hundreds of court filings, internal company records, and interviews with dozens of former associates who corroborated that Randall Emmett faces a mountain of debt, lawsuits, and abuse allegations. Randall, friend, I would get myself a really great attorney. One woman represented by the powerhouse attorney Gloria Allred claimed in a letter obtained by the newspaper that Randall Emmett once told her that she was just 23, that to receive acting work from him, she would have to perform sexual favors. The aspiring actress chose to remain anonymous for fear of retribution. Okay. This one woman reportedly once inquired, via text whether she had gotten the part as she auditioned for it to work for Randall Emmett on this movie. And he allegedly replied, yes, one day of work and you need to me, hun. She apparently landed minor roles in 2 of Randall Emmett's films, and according to Allred's letter, during this period, allegedly gave the movie producer massages, oral sex, and allowed him to digitally penetrate her, in addition to standing naked in front of him as he masturbated in his office. According to the letter, the rising thespian reportedly complied with Randall Emmett's request because she was seeking to further her career and did not want to anger an important producer in this industry. Emmett's spokeswoman confirmed that he received the letter, but said that he denies the allegations from 2012. And apparently, he ended up coming to a settlement agreement offering her $200,000 that would be paid over 2 years. Okay. Another woman is claiming that the Irishman producer direct messaged her on Instagram and sent her unsolicited messages in early of 2022. The 30-year-old, who is based in Las Vegas, claimed in a declaration filed in Randall Emmett's custody proceeding that he asked her to F on the DL, meaning down low, and to do heroin and meth. I was shocked, concerned, and afraid because Randall is a stranger to me. His persistence, despite my never responding to a single message from him, is frightening. Oh my God. Okay. And the crisis management publicist who's already repped Harvey Weinstein adds to page 6 that this allegation conveniently arose in his custody proceeding with Lala, who could provide no forensic proof that these texts were not spoofed using any of the many apps. Needless to say, the judge gave this no credence. And in addition, Randall provided the Times with unimpeachable proof that he had tested negative for drugs during his period and continued to be drug-free. A third woman who also chose to remain anonymous shared with the LA Times that she had her own uncomfortable experience. And she said that in 2014, the lone survivor producer approached her in his Rolls Royce as she was leaving a bar and allegedly said to her, "I'm not a creep. I promise I'm a movie producer. You can Google me. Please Google me." And he also denied that allegation. Okay. Well, guys, there are more allegations that are coming out, so we will see how this goes. But Randall, it doesn't look good. And Lala Kent, who was engaged to Randall Emmett, claimed that she was offered $14,000 at the start of their relationship when he was still married to Amber Childers, but she declined. Okay. Guys, what are your thoughts about this LA Times article? Obviously, there's going to be a lot more content coming out, a lot more to talk about, and it's just a matter of time. I want to hear your full opinions, your give it to me all. This is just mind blowing, but is it? He's denying all the allegations, but when there are multiple people coming out, it's almost like where there's smoke, there's fire. So go ahead, comment below, smash that like button, get subscribed, hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.